Are you buying a home long distance? Well, that's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. Hey everybody, Barney Villa here, realtor with Remax of Boulder here in Boulder, Colorado. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post content weekly on all things real estate in Boulder, Colorado, and you're not going to want to miss it. Are you buying a home out of state? Well, I got 5 tips to make your life a lot easier. Tip number 1, do some research. So you can go online and find out all about our neighborhoods in Boulder, especially in the Boulder city proper. You've got neighborhoods like Newlands, Table Mesa, Mapleton Hill, Fraser Meadows, North Boulder, East Boulder. You even got Palo Park. But then we can talk about other cities kind of surrounding it in the Louisville area, in the Lafayette area, in Superior and Longmont. And all of these give you a nice commute to downtown Boulder and also Denver. So you've really got to decide. Do you want a short commute to where you're going, or do you want to be in walking distance from downtown? So if you do your research first, this can help out a lot, especially if you're only coming for a really short 3-day long weekend, and we're not going to see 30 homes that are 30 miles apart each. So if you do your research in advance, this can help really narrow down exactly where you want to live. Tip number 2, find a local real estate agent that's willing to work with out-of-town buyers. I myself work with a ton of out-of-town buyers, and what I usually do is when my clients send me a property that they like, I will go preview it for them and send them a little video with my comments, or a lot of times we can get a FaceTime going and have a live conversation about the neighborhood, you know, the views, the sounds, the things that are going on there, so you, the client, can actually get a better feel if you actually want to go see this when you get here to town. Tip number 3, narrow it down. So let's say you've identified 2 or 3 towns that you know you want to live in, and you've been doing your research online and looking at homes, and you've narrowed it down. If you're only here for a couple of days, it's really unrealistic to try and see 30 homes and highly stressful. And for you, you're never going to remember, gosh, what was that one with that perfect kitchen? It's just too many homes. So try to see a reasonable number of homes when you are here in town. Tip number 4 is to know your market. And this is something you can rely on your real estate agent for, to tell you if it's a buyer's market or if it's a seller's market. If there are only 50 homes on the market and 100 buyers looking for that home, that means it's a seller's market. And if there are 100 homes in the market and there's only 50 buyers looking for those homes, it means it's a buyer's market. This information is extremely crucial to crafting your offer to help you get it accepted the first time around. Tip number 5 is to do your inspections anyways. So you flew into town, we saw a bunch of homes, you wrote an offer, and yes, it got accepted. And then you flew back home. Do your inspections anyways. Your real estate agent can attend these inspections on your behalf, but if you're not going to be there to look at the house in detail, make sure you do your inspections anyways. And last but not least, a bonus tip. How are you going to close? And in Colorado, you've got 2 ways to do it. 1, you can show up for the actual closing, especially if you have loan docs to sign. I highly recommend this. But if you are paying cash, then you can sign electronically from wherever you are. But if you do want to do it out of state, you definitely need a notary present, and it's going to be roughly $200 unless you know a notary, because everything has to be signed specifically so it doesn't delay the closing. So again, 2 options. 1, you can do it in state, especially if you have a loan. I highly recommend this one, but you can do it out of state with a notary for roughly $200 and then mail the actual documents back to the title company. So there you have it. How to buy a house long distance, my top 5 tips for less stress. If you need more tips, make sure to subscribe and check out my next video on how to hire a realtor in Colorado. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.